Hello students, now we have come to yet another exact straight line motion mechanism, and now we are going to see different terms. How is this mechanism going to perform an exact straight line motion? So this is a diagram. Now whatever you see in yellow, so that yellow is all the reference lines, and only with a different color, if you see, those are your actual links. So I'll name them number 1, number 2, and then number 3, and number 4, and then 5, and then you have 6. So total number of links are 6, and here you have all revolute joints. These are all revolute joints. So these are the revolute joints which you have, total number of revolute joints. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 revolute joints. Done. And now we'll give alphabets. Let's say this is F, O, O dash, and then you have point A, and then C, E. Let's call this point D. That's it, right? Do we have any other points? No, there aren't any other points. Let me call this point as B over here, B. And wherever they're intersecting here, this is Q. This is P. See, we are following same notations like previous case. This is a circle, and O1A, let me say this O1A or O dash A is the crank which rotates for 360 degrees. It is able to rotate for 360 degrees. Now what we have done is, from the circumference of the circle, we have drawn a chord which cuts the circle at A on the circumference, and further it will go to B. Now what do I need to prove here? Again the same thing, OA into OB should be equal to constant. If you are able to prove that, then your problem is solved. You just have to prove that OA multiplied by OB are constant. So what do we need to prove? We need to prove OA OB is equal to constant. Then we can say that B traces an exact straight line which is perpendicular to the diameter of the circle. You can see diameter here. We have drawn the diameter. So it is perpendicular to the diameter over here. It will be, this yellow line is the trace. So now to do this proof, first we need to check about OA. If I see OA, see I can see some similar triangles like let me say, so check the triangles. Just check them and let me know. OCA similar to FCD, yes or no? I think you can see that it's very clear. OCA is similar to FCA. The angle is same and they are similar triangles. This OA is parallel to FD. And here few things are there you should know. This length FC, I'll just write it down. FC is equal to DE. FE is equal to CD. So these are there. Yes. FC, where is FC? Yeah, FC equal to E and D. It is E and this is D. And you can say FE is equal to CD, right? And one more thing, O dash is equal to O dash A, right? So here I see similar triangles, come back to similar triangles. Now can I write this equation in this manner? If they are similar triangles, I can write OC by CF, smaller by larger, is equal to smaller OA by larger FD. Now what do I need here? OA, right? See, OA. From this I can take OA. So OA is equal to OC by CF multiplied by FD. So let's talk and tell that this is equation number 1. Now come to this OB. Now if I look at OB, can I find any similar type of triangle? Yeah, OB, yes. From the top I can see. Now notice these triangles and let me know, okay, which are relating to OB. I can say FOB triangle is similar to FCE. Yes, these both triangles are similar. So I can write OB smaller triangle by larger triangle. I can say CE is equal to, we can say that, yeah, smaller, again you have CF, yeah, OC divided by CF. Is it same? Did I, yeah, OC by CF, I have taken the same thing. OC by CF. I hope you understood about the triangle, this triangle, larger one. I have written OB by CE is equal to OC of the smaller, is it OC? No, I'm sorry. It's not OC by CF actually. Smaller triangle I can directly write down. Yes. OF by FC or CF, right? OF by FC, yeah. So this is about the triangle. Yeah, if you get confused, just look here. I'm going to reproduce it. I know this feels a little confusing because a lot of lines to go on, right? So don't worry, I'll be clearing it. See, B, O, and E, C, C, and then F. Yes, I think now it's clear. OB by CE is equal to smaller triangle OF by, right. From here I can take OB. OB is equal to OF by CF into CE. This is equation 2. Now what do we need to know? We need to know that the first equation multiplied by the second equation should be constant, right? We need to know that the first equation multiplied by the second equation is constant. Now what is the first equation? Just multiply them both. So equation 1 into 2. So that you will get OA into OB is equal to, I can write down OC by CF into FT, and then again multiplied with OF by CF into CE. Yeah. Now out of these, just we'll mark out what are constants. Okay. Where is OC? OC is constant, right? Link length OC constant. I'll just round up what are constants. This is constant, and this is CF, right? So CF also is constant because it's a link length. FD, is it constant? No. It's a trace line yellow. For reference, I have taken that. FD is not constant yet, and OF, is it OF? Yes, OF. Is OF constant? O and F, yeah, constant. Done. It is constant. CF constant. So CE not constant. So in the end we can write OA multiplied by OB is equal to FD into CE multiplied by your constant, right? Whatever constant you can see. So that constant is here. So FD into CE. What is FD here? FD is here, CE is here. So what I'm going to do is right now, I am going to make some trace points. Just look what I'm doing, okay? From here, I'll take a parallel line. See, it's actually a parallelogram, but uh, the way it should be placed, it's not placed. So this one, see. This one is placed on the other side. That's why it became this shape. Actually, it should be like this, but it's okay. See, this is what I have done here to make my problem simple. I am going to do one more thing. I'm going to bisect it because I think you know that the both sides are similar. Which sides? See this one. I'll just show which sides are similar. So this equal to this. So it is bisecting it here at some point. Let's name the point G. G is not yet taken, right? And let's name this point K. Fine. So now look, what is CE? What is CE? CE is equal to FK, right? Just see, it's a parallelogram. CE is equal to FK. I'll just write it down directly. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to write it in such a way that FD is equal to FG plus GD. Okay, FD is equal to, so I'm going to write FD is equal to FG plus GD. Can I write that? Yes. And I can write down FK is equal to FK. See, CE is FK, right? CE is FK. So I'm writing FK is equal to what? FK is equal to, I can write FG minus FG minus KG. But KG is equal to GD. These both are equal. So I'll write FG minus GD. They both are equal. Okay. See, because I want A plus B into A minus B format, that's why I have done this. Okay. Now, I can write down right away OA into OB is equal to, multiply this both because you have to do it from here. So I can write fg square minus gd square. A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So what is fg square? See, it is a right angle triangle here. Yes, fg square is fe square, hypotenuse square, minus eg square. Eg square. Okay, minus what is gd square? Gd square, here also right angle triangle I can see. So I can write hypotenuse square de square minus ge square. So eg square, ge square both are same. Okay, they get cancelled out. So finally I get fe square minus de square. What is FE? FE is the link length and DE also is a link length. You can see DE is the link length, FE is the link length. So these are constants. So now we were able to prove that OA into OB is equal to constant. So now we can say that B point traces an exact straight line, right, on the diameter of the circle, and it is perpendicular to that diameter. Fine. So this is your Hart's mechanism. Thank you.